What is up, everybody? My name is Mr. Grigsby, and we are back playing some more Rimworld. Last time we let off, we made some plans to build some more additions to the base and everything. We're getting everything pretty much squared away at the time. We are running a little low on food, and so we're going to have to start hunting that soon. Looks like our growing zones are coming in nicely over here. Our rice is almost there, so we should be good on food, but I want to probably go ahead and do some more hunting before before it gets, to that critical stage. I don't want anybody to starve. But we're going to go ahead and speed this up so we can get through the night here, and we're going to lay down some plans for some of these other walls. I want to go ahead and get my medical wing in, so we'll put that here. We'll pop a door down as well. Put a door right there. And then we should probably go ahead and extend out this storage zone because this little tiny one's gonna get filled up super fast. So we may as well go ahead and deconstruct all these walls, extend this out a little bit, and then kind of go from there and see how the colony runs. Now we do have enough power. We don't have anything drawing power right now other than this this cooler, so that's good. But let's see who our hunter is. Our hunter looks like Tony. So we're going to just go ahead and have her hunt a couple of these animals over here. It looks like a couple tortoises, maybe a hare or two. Is that one set to hunt? Yeah, that hare is set to hunt. We'll hunt that squirrel as well. But Lumi should... Yeah, there we go. Lumi's attacking that. Wait. Does Tony have... Okay, she has a knife. No, we don't want... Yeah, I don't want her to be a hunter if she's just going to be... punching things with her knife. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. So we'll let the shooters do that because I don't want to send Tony out to hunt a warg or something and her get downed because of something stupid. Alright, so we've got these walls up. We're going to extend this zone out so that way we've got a little bit more space. Get them to cut these plants out of here too because we don't need those. Same with up here. We may have raids starting soon as well. So I'm going to be on the lookout for that. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to set up a dumping stockpile zone right over here. Speaking of a raid, I knew it was going to happen soon. Let's see here. Pirate groups and the Nuke Tigers have dropped in right on top of you. They are attacking immediately. So, we have one here. And let's find everybody. You got a Steel Shiv. We're going to go ahead and draft you. Tony, we're going to go ahead and draft you. Where Lumi... Yep, we're going to draft you as well. We're going to put you up here. Now, where's the fourth one? Whoa, got a big fire over there. We should have a fourth one. There you are, Molina. We'll draft you and take you over here. It looks like our crops are done there, so that is a good thing. Okay, come on, pop out of that pod. Whoa! Nope, don't arrest. Melee attack. There you go. Melee attack. She should be taken out fairly easily. Huang is going to get damage, but yeah, that was easy. Luckily, in the beginning, the first raid isn't really much to scoff at. It's just one person normally, and they've always got a melee weapon and whatnot. But it's really easy to take out the first couple raids once 10-10. Okay, once you get the hang of how drafting everybody works and getting everyone squared away. But what we do need now is we set up this dumping stockpile zone, and the dumping stockpile zone is going to take all of our extra crap, more or less. These chunks right here, they'll go over there, and they'll put them in this zone here where you can put broken down weapons. Normally it's set up for these chunks, which the only thing you can do with the chunks are stone cutting with the stone chunks, and then with the slag, like this right here, this steel slag, you can melt it down for a little bit of steel. It comes in handy later whenever you start mining the whole, the whole map out. and you don't really have any resources to get. But what we do need to do is make some graves, because having that dead body just sitting there is going to be a negative mood boost for our colonists. So we're going to put some graves in down here, and in the meantime, until we get our cremation going. So that should get everything going for right now, and we want to go ahead and build out our kitchen as well. So we're going to need a stove, we're going to need a butcher's table so we can cut up these animals, because we are out of food technically right now. We've got a bunch of rice sitting over here, but you know, they'll eat that raw. They get a little bit of a negative mood modifier because of that, because it is raw food. But it's not something that's going to be detrimental to the colony. Once everybody gets finished making this wall and Melina finishes up harvesting all these over there, they should get those the kitchen utensils squared away for us. And we'll also go ahead and flesh out our common room a little bit. We will put down a table and some chairs. Now I picked the big table because eventually we're going to get more colonists, and that way I don't have to, you know, put more chairs down, or put another table down later. And I believe I talked about making this area right here next to the common room our research room. I've kind of rethought that, because I want, eventually, if we do get, say, up to 10 colonists, that common room is going to be really tiny for all of them. So if I leave this space unoccupied for right now, we can expand that out later and make a bigger, better common room for them. One of my favorite things to build is a billiards table. Takes a lot of work, but you know, they really help out colonists' joy and whatnot. And you can also put TVs in later and stuff like that, which none of that's going to fit into this common room currently. Right now, it's just going to be a place for them to eat, and maybe, you know, I'll have a chess table in there. That way they've got something to do. But now that the butcher table is built, we're going to go ahead and butcher some of these creatures. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in there right now. So whoever's our cook is going to start working on that here in a minute. Looks like Tony's going to go ahead and build our electric stove, which is going to let us build, or I guess let us make meals and whatnot, which will, they won't get the negative mood modifier for eating raw food any longer. And those packaged survival meals, I mean, they're good in the beginning, but you know, you want to get food going quickly. I think this is, how many days have we've been here 5 days, so getting the kitchen up and running is, you know, is a necessity at this point. And you know, we've got this dead body sitting there. One of our graves is being built right now. I'm going to go ahead and tell Lumi to, we want to strip tail, and then we want to go ahead and bury them, because they're going to see that corpse. They're not going to like it, especially since it's right near their rooms. So we'll go ahead and get Lumi to bury Tail and get them out of our way. Everything else looks like it's going pretty well so far. We'll unforbid those packaged survival meals. Wow, that fire is starting to get out of hand. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Luckily, it's kind of far away from the colony, so we won't have to worry about it too much. The only thing I don't really like about this colony setup so far is that our growing zones are far away from our sleeping quarters. Normally I like to get everything real close, real compact. That way it's easy to defend, easy to get things from point A to point B and whatnot. But you know, I couldn't pass up that rich soil over there. It is too valuable early game, especially with this rice. Rice just flies whenever you're growing it, and it's a good staple right in the beginning of the game. What are you doing? Playing horseshoes, okay. Once they get this built out, we'll put some, speed this up a little bit. We'll put some hospital beds in here, or you can research hospital beds later, but we'll put some beds in there so they can heal up for a medical wing. And The question now is, where do I put our research? I don't really know. I don't really like the setup of this base, unfortunately, but there's not a lot that we can do right now. You know, I'm just gonna put it over here. You know, we'll deal with it later, but we'll just go from here and we'll make it work. I'm just gonna make one long hallway here, and then we will put one big room right here for our research, and that should be good. I think that'll be good for us. We can run a wall from these two rocks and block off that way. You know, it's hard to say what I want to do with this one because it is just so oddly shaped, and I've got it in a weird spot. But what I do want to go ahead, you know, we are running out of wood though. I think we actually are completely out of wood now. Yeah, we need to get them to chop more of those down. No, not cut plants. There we go. Okay, there we go. We got a lot more trees to be cut down and whatnot. Now we can go ahead and get people to start making meals, but right now I think our priority needs to be getting these walls up because you know, we do need defenses right now. I should build a turret. I do want to get some of this blocked off though, and we still need to build a jail for anyone that we can capture during raids and whatnot. Yeah, I just don't know where I want to set it up at. Especially right now, I've got lots of people that aren't. If I feel like they're not doing the proper jobs, you know, I've got them cutting plants, but I've got a bunch of trees that need chopped down over here. So where are you guys going? They're cutting grass. You know, I'm gonna prioritize you guys on cutting these trees down because we could use the wood right now. But I think also what we'll go ahead and do is we will build out some more sleeping areas, because you never know when you're going to get another colonist, and I want to go ahead. Oh shit! Put that in the wrong spot. I want to go ahead and get some more bedrooms down. That way we won't have to worry about them until later. We got some apparel there too. Yeah, now that we have some wood on the ground, I'm going to go ahead and have Lumi cut another tree down. That way we've got the wood stockpiled, or at least a little bit, so we can start getting these walls built and everything. Colony's going good so far, though. I really like that. These guys haven't had any major setbacks. Things are going smoothly. We've got our farms up and going. You know, they seem to all be growing nicely right now. So, you know, I've got no complaints. We just need to keep an eye on our defenses, because without a turret or anything around, or walls up even, we can get attacked from any direction, and it is hard to defend against. We'll put up a kill box and turret system and everything here in a little while, but we've really got to get a few things kind of squared away before I want to get that done. You know, I will put down some lamps though. You know, make sure that these guys can see in here. And I need to run some power down this way, just in case we need to move anything, or, you know, we need to put anything down here. That way we've got power, and I can go ahead and put in a lamp there, and we can light up this room very nicely. Do we have any more wood, or did they use all the wood? Looks like they've been using all the wood that I've designated for them to chop down. So hopefully we can get these guys to working on, you know, kind of what I want them to work on. Yeah, looks like they're heading off to bed again for another night. Well, we can do... Let's see what we're going to do here for the next day. I think that what we'll do is I want to get some production started. I want to get some research going. So we're going to get them to chop down some more of these trees. We really need to get this room done over here. So that means changing our work schedules up. We've got a couple people on plant cut. You know, Molina and Lumi are on grow right now, so that's going to take priority over, you know, all of our crops are going to take priority over any of the plant cutting that I've designated right now. So we're going to take Lumi off of that one, bump her up to a 1 on plant cut. She's already on a 1 on construction. So we're going to take, let's see here, Tony or Lumi. Lumi will go down to a 2 on construction. That way Lumi's just going to go straight over there and cut those plants. So, you know, she's kind of doing some relaxing right now. You know, it's nice to set them up with, you know, designated time periods for joy and for work and whatnot. That way you know things are getting done at the right time. And it's good to set them up with some joy as well, so they can have better moods. Because you don't want somebody to have, you know, to go joyless. It's going to hurt not only them, but it's going to also hurt your colony as well, because if you don't notice it and they go into a mental state or something like that, it just, you know, your efficiency goes in the crapper. And you know, it's all these little micromanaging things is why I love this game. It's a lot of fun and keeps you on your toes the entire time. But let's see here. Looks like Lumi's doing that plant cutting, so we're going to go ahead and get some of these rooms done. Finally got a roof on that one. So we're going to get these plants cut, and we got a bunch of plants up here we need to cut as well. Hopefully Tony is going to do that. Yes, she is. Good. And once these get cut down, we'll go ahead and put in our research table. We can just put it right there in that corner. Spin that around a little bit, chopping down that tree. Come on, there you go. Okay, and she's probably going to go build that right now. Yep, building research bench. All right, so once our research is done, we'll probably go ahead and, if we're going to have any research done at all, we need to make, looks like Molina here, our primary researcher. That means bringing everything else down to, let's see here, to like a 2 or a 3 or something like that. So that means we're going to have to put somebody back up on growing, which I'm unfortunately going to have to do with Lumi. But once we get the research going, we will probably go ahead, you know, I'll probably go ahead and do microelectronics basics, because that's going to get us, the biggest bang for the buck right in the beginning. That's going to allow us to get a comms console, a orbital trade beacon. That way we can go ahead and get some trading done early on. And, you know, as we get more people, I'll probably set up things like, what am I thinking? Art tasks and smithing, and get them to make weapons, things like that. Now it looks like we have enough wood to go ahead and put some more beds down. We're going to make these medical beds, that way everybody's got a place to go to if they get hurt. Set as medical, there we go. And that way we've got some extra bedrooms as well, you know, just in case anybody decides to come and join us. Or if we capture anybody, which that's another thing we need to go ahead and set up here soon as well. We need to get that jail going. And, you know, I think the colony's going well so far. We're doing a lot of good. We're getting everything squared away and in their proper places. We better hope for smooth sailing for a little while, because, you know, one bad event can derail everything in a colony, and Rimworld can turn on you so fast. Well, thanks for joining me for episode 3, guys. Please come back and continue on this awesome journey with this cool colony. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button down below. If you really liked the video, consider subscribing. And I hope you guys join me for episode 4. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.